Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. The Christian marriage is a constant, active demonstration of the relationship between Christ and his church. In this relationship, the wife represents the church in submission, and the husband represents Christ in love. All too often, and usually from a place of resentment, we hear of the woman's role. It's a very contentious role, because in today's society, there's no greater taboo than the existence of a hierarchy, especially one in which a man is naturally in the place of authority. But this is no enviable position. The task God has given man, if performed correctly, is equally difficult. It begins with a narrow gate, and it ends in a hard way. So we read, "Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, so that he might present the church to himself in splendor, without spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she might be holy and without blemish. In the same way husbands should love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself." Consider what's being said here. A husband gives himself up for his wife in order to sanctify her so that she might be holy and without blemish. Jesus says, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." That's precisely what we're called to do. Consider this. The church, as it is with the wife, is called on to submit to Christ. What a very poor job we have done. We fail on a daily basis. We know that he's sovereign, that he's been given authority over us, that he sacrificed everything for us, and that all he expects in return is to merely trust in him and follow his example. That is, after all, what submission is, to trust in someone and let them lead the way. And after all this, we still fail. We wander off the path. Our pride makes us think that we know what's best, and our desires lead us astray. But he's patient and goes after us every time, because he loves us and refuses to let us go. In the same way, every man knows that his role is to be a leader in the home. All he wants is for his wife to trust him and let him lead the way. As it is with the church, so it is with the wife. The flesh wants what the flesh wants. Pride always clouds our judgment, and wives frequently think they know what's best. Incidentally, they often do. That's the difference between men and Jesus. Men are not perfect. Then again, neither are wives, but they have their job, and so do we. Consequently, wives very rarely let their husbands lead them. They desire to go their own way, and it's overwhelmingly frustrating when someone will not give you the opportunity to do the one thing you're designed to do. Now, there's two paths the husband can take. He can enter through the broad gate, take the easy way to anger, put a hole in the drywall, call her a foul name, slam a door, peel out of the driveway, use extreme profanity and slandering her to his friends and family. I mean, this is an easy path to take. Or he can enter through the narrow gate, take the hard way to the cross, and die to himself in order to sanctify her, to present her to himself as blameless. He can literally take the blame from her, for her, making her holy, forgetting her wrongs on a daily basis, whether or not she repents, never holding them against her, but moving forward, over and over, even when she doesn't do the same, and only speaking highly of her to everyone, all the time. This is the job of the Christian husband. A Christian husband doesn't get married to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for his wife. That's love.